Chocolate lovers, gather round. Now, she comes off decadent, but she is packed with two powerful superfoods and she's vegan. So if you love chocolate or you know someone who loves chocolate, this is for you. We're going to begin with the end in mind. Now, when I first started this, and listen, I have no problem with a dollop of rich whipped cream, but to make this totally vegan, we are going to use aquafaba, which is basically the juice left over from cooking garbanzo beans. I'm going to take about 30% of the liquid down, and so we're going to start reducing that right now. And now let's get started on the main attraction, this fabulous chocolate mousse. All right. Cut. I melt dark and white chocolate over a steam bath. I see recipes that say, hey, it's okay to melt them in the microwave. I just rarely use my microwave, but if that is your thing and you really can't wait, okay, do it. But you know what? When you're getting back to great food, you have to get also back to great processes. And one of which is to take your time and do it right. Okay. We're going to do 6 ounces of chocolate. Water is boiling. That's very exciting. I'm not using cocoa powder to add to the chocolate in this particular recipe. I'm using a combination of 86% dark chocolate and 72. Okay, we are almost at 6 ounces. Oh, that is 6 right on the nose. I was hoping to be able to accidentally get a piece. I like that. Oh, look what accidentally just fell into my mouth. All right. Steam bath. Come on. Okay, that's a little aggressive for what we need, but the water is hot enough. So we can turn that down a little bit and let the steam do its thing. And even though we are going to whip this to perfection, you still want to keep all the steam and any water away from the chocolate or else it'll seize. So I'm letting it gently melt. And then I'm going to do a really nice satisfying stir. There's nothing better than stirring melted chocolate until it's all glossy and incorporated. It's the little things. It's the little things. Okay, so I have a confession. And it's not like, oh, it's so unique. I hate doing dishes. However, I love experimenting. Like, so this aquafaba thing is definitely a first pass, and we're going to be doing this together. So I can blow up a kitchen. And I have a toxic kitchen trait, which is I try to see how much I can pack into one small container. So I am not going to be using the big cup today. Instead, I'm going to use my smoothie cup. And here's the funny thing too, because it says max liquid fill here, I always push it. So we gonna see if it fits today. All right. All right. So the chocolate has cooled. Aquafaba is in the refrigerator, and we are going to get started on the base. I don't want this to explode on camera. And I think, that's a lot, isn't it? All right, let's try it. Because I love the benefit of it being super, super smooth. Oh, you know what? I think we could do this. Hold on, hold on. Okay, more liquid, but we do have some wiggle room here for that extra added chocolate. Okay, seriously, you guys are literally hanging out in my kitchen because this is how I cook. Come on. Next step, we're going to add vanilla, a little bit of date syrup, not maple syrup. When you guys are, oh my God, this is beautiful. Oh. The reason I wanted to try this technique as opposed to the food processor is because it's coming out so smooth already. All right, so to this, I'm adding about a tablespoon-ish because there can never be too much great vanilla. Oh, and you know what? Please make note. I am so over maple syrup and its ubiquitous like seasoning for all things vegan or plant-based. Use date syrup. Use date syrup. You're going to get a richer, more delicious. Ooh, I think I can do it. You're going to get a richer, more delicious flavor. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I am officially pushing it. Oh, you are pretty, 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 pretty. Okay, so I've got about this much volume. It's fairly liquidy. I'm feeling like I made the right decision. I think, oh my God, I think it's going to happen. All right, good. And I'm not going to over whip this now. Okay, I might just be a genius. I might just be a genius on this one. All right, capacity is right here. So if you've got this Ninja cup, it'll work. And then you're done. And the mousse will be beautiful and smooth. The last ones that I did in the food processor, both a large one and a small one. It was slightly grainy. Come on. Slightly grainy. Not bad, because I'm going to add cocoa nibs to this anyway. Oops. Cocoa nibs. Just for a little texture. I'm about to get chocolate everywhere. Ah, okay. Tablespoon plus. All right, let's go. Are you pretty and beautiful? Yes. Oh my God. Okay, here. I know that you just saw me. Come. Okay, here's what I just saw. That. And now, these little flecks are the texture that I added from the cocoa nibs. A must for me. Good. Chocolate mousse does not get any healthier than this. There's date syrup, there's chocolate, a teeny bit of salt, vanilla, and black beans. Okay, I'm going to put this in the fridge to chill. That is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Okay. All right, hold on. All right, every time I tear a piece of saran wrap perfectly, like this, I make a wish. Okay, there we go. All right, in the fridge, in the fridge. Aquafaba reduced, slightly chilled, and now it's really gelatinous, like egg whites. You see that? Half teaspoon cream of tartar, powdered sugar, just a little bit. So let's try. Okay. I think we're going to add a little bit of salt. We're going to add a little bit more powdered sugar. I am getting the smell of garbanzo beans, which I can't say is all that pleasant. I have to admit. That is pretty stiff peaks. Look at that. Move this out of the way. I am going to add a couple of pistachios here. And already I can see the foam aspect of the aquafaba. It's foam. It's foam. Not bad, but it's not whipped cream. Okay, now, coupled though with this, okay, first of all, I love the fact that this is 100% vegan. And if aquafaba works for you, I mean, think about it. No cream, very few calories. Yeah. It does not work for me though. I cannot stand the foam. The texture is just like, okay, that's a real-time experiment. Right now it's just foam. So we're not going to do this. Okay, so I happen to have a little bit of whipped cream left over that I whipped with that luscious pistachio butter. Already. Yeah. Okay. Want some pistachios on there? Sure, why not? Now let's see. There we go. There we go. Yeah, now she's a little tight. I'm gonna tell you right now. She's a little thick, but that's just an adjustment of about literally a few tablespoons of almond milk. Yeah, happy with this. I'm gonna adjust the recipe before I share it. If you're like me and you like a great alternative to some chocolate mousse, which again, all that cream, all that cholesterol, all that raw egg white, this is the winner. And also, if you're like me, I get my lattes with almond milk, but then I want whipped cream on top. The best of both worlds. So here's to your health. Live long, eat well, and prosper. That is good. That is really good.